Marvel Snap Conquerors happened last night. Shout out to Second Dinner for inviting me to play in that sponsored event again, where myself and 19 other content creators were basically doing speed runs of the Infinity Conquest Gauntlets to see who could get the fastest 5-0 time. My personal strategy was I was playing this deck, which you're going to see in this highlight video today, which was quite excellent for the back half of my runs, while I was starting the front half of my runs with a deck that's less consistent, but it's very powerful and high variance, which creates swingy, fast 8-cube games. So essentially what I was doing in my runs was I was playing this deck for the first match or two, and then once I had a couple of wins under my belt, I changed to a good, more consistent deck, this high evolutionary Hulk deck, to then close the run out. In my 3-hour window that we were all playing the tournament in, I completed 2 5-0 runs successfully using this strategy. As of right now, we don't know who exactly was the fastest. We're still waiting for Second Dinner to pull that information from their API backend. If you want to see the entirety of my run, I'm going to link that on my secondary channel in the video description down below. Today's match that I'm pulling out was against another content creator and player in the event, Attrix, who was less than pleased with our matches that we had, to the point where he took the speed run mindset to heart and started roping me during the games because he could hurt my run time by doing so once it became apparent that the match was likely not going his way. That being said, I thought the match was still fun, and it's nice to highlight another content creator when we can, sodium and all. Enjoy. So I've played Dara, Attrix, Molt. I think I had one of the other people I was playing in the event in one of the first couple of rounds too, right? I wonder who's played the most other people that's also in the tournament so far. Okay, we're probably punting the Icebox. I'm gonna move these here instead. So that concession tells me they're probably not a Shang-Chi deck. I think I give up 1 point on the Hulk to go Misty into Sunspot here. They had neither of their good 1-drops, so I'm going to snap. They're probably not a Killmonger deck. I'm gonna play Jeff rather than Armor. If their Nebula Sunspot deck is also a Killmonger deck, they deserve the win.
Wind aid my hand.
Are they like Legion Scam? We just get rid of this, right? I think we probably play in a way where we don't assume there's a turn 7. But I do think we swap the flooding out here. It's gonna be like a Juggernaut. I have priority, so even if it's Juggernaut, it's like not a big deal. NBD. Okay, they're also just evolutionary, sure. Got me. If they're high Evo, I think the chance of Limbo staying is higher. What does that mean for me? I think I'm just soaking here. They could Spider-Man either of these paths.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Yes! Alright. 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 Our Hulk is certainly bigger than their Hulk. They're not a Shang-Chi deck. Oh, they moved their Jeff. Does that get us? It does not. It does not. That's an 8-cuber.
Victory.
All right, and I assume that they're gonna make us battle this out because they want to make our queue run longer. Obviously, they could also just claw it back, but they do not want to give us the free roll on the timer. That's actually not terrible for us. I'm gonna Jeff here, actually, because we don't have Hulk or anything in our hands, so soaking on Sunspot doesn't give added value at the moment. Well, that's an excellent beat for them.
Wind, aid my hand.
I'm gonna leave now because we're playing for the sake of time.
Escape.
In a regular Conquest set, I would not leave here, but I think when I just need to win one of these, let's get to a game where I'm in a good position and they are not. And let's not waste time in games where we're super far behind. We can obviously change that as we get whittled down. Like if we get down to like 5 or 6 cubes left, we'll reassess that, but for now, in the short term, we are going to punt, we're gonna punt.
Wind, aid my hand.
Okay, so I'm obviously not competing in the flooding. That being said, I don't really want Quinjet taking up space in either of these paths, I don't think. It's hard to play around Spider-Man and Professor X here. So, like, obviously Moon Girl gives me the potential to do She-Hulk stuff, but they could just, like, lock me out on 6 going into 7 is the problem. I think I do this to play for priority with Cosmo. Okay, so they have Jeff, and I have a 1 in 3 shot to draw Jeff.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
And obviously, we'll make them show it to us. Be kind of gross if they started roping us from here. Yeah, they're actually just running down the clock because they're trying to hurt our red time. It feels really scummy that this is a strategy. But just like explicitly running down the clock is optimal for them. I think this format would be a bit better if they only counted your time on the clock, and when you were clicked in, it didn't count against you. It's a good start for us, especially with Hulk in hand. Jeff's our best draw here by a lot. Rocks or not? Well, it's worth noting our hands all right, so maybe rocks aren't too terrible for us. They're all in, so we gotta win one of the next 4 here.
Wind, aid my hand.
Being able to deny them the storm path with magic is really strong here. Unfortunately, I cannot afford to play into Gamma Lab. Turn off the flooded here, I think. If they have a couple of rocks like we have and they play them into Gamma, they get that one for free, but I can't cover everything here. Okay, so we're nice and even over there. They hit their Cyclops. That's very good. It's not the Moon Girl I wanted for Christmas. Or the Sunspot. Moon Girl and Sunspot were our best draws there. What a... I was gonna retreat rather than letting them continue to burn clock.
Escape.
It's not worth the timer to try and draw Jeff. I'm gonna make Hulk bigger here, actually. Getting to stop a Nebula trigger also has value, which is nice. Am I punting this and playing for here now? Yes, yes. I'd rather Sunspot than Cosmo. I guess Cosmo stops, what's it called later?
Wind, aid my hand.
I'm gonna play this here to stop Nebula, because this might be a game where, like, if they Cyclops middle and then float some energy, where I go Hulk into Hulk.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Are Hulks bigger than their Hulk? Is it big enough is the question, though? out to be 12? 12 or 14? No, 14 beats me on the left, right? No, 14 on the left only puts them to 21. We need it to be smaller than 16. You got that one covered. All right, they roped us a bunch running down the clock.